Sydney, Australia, the harbour city. Sydney is a beautiful city in Australia. It is the capital of New South Wales. Many people call it the harbour city because it has a famous harbour. This harbour is called Sydney Harbour. Sydney is a great place to visit for people who love travel. Famous places in Sydney. Sydney Opera House. The Sydney Opera House is very famous. It is one of the most well-known buildings in the world. The Opera House looks like big white sails on a boat. Many people take pictures of it. Inside there are concerts, plays, and many other shows. Sydney Harbour Bridge. The Sydney Harbour Bridge is another famous place. It is a big bridge that connects the north and south parts of Sydney. You can walk across the bridge. Some people even climb to the top of the bridge. From the top, you can see all of Sydney. Bondi Beach. Bondi Beach is a popular beach in Sydney. The sand is white and the water is blue. Many people come here to swim, surf, or just relax. It is a great place to enjoy the sun. Taronga Zoo. Taronga Zoo is a big zoo in Sydney. It has many animals from Australia and other parts of the world. You can see kangaroos, koalas, and many other animals. The zoo is on a hill, so you can see the harbour from there. Royal Botanic Garden. The Royal Botanic Garden is a peaceful place in Sydney. It has many beautiful plants and flowers. People like to walk here and enjoy nature. The garden is near the Sydney Opera House, so you can visit both in one day. Getting around Sydney. Sydney has many ways to get around. You can take a bus, a train, or a ferry. The ferry is a fun way to see the harbour. You can also walk or ride a bike. The city is easy to explore. Food in Sydney. Sydney has food from all over the world. You can try Australian food, like fish and chips. There are also many cafes and restaurants. You can eat Italian, Chinese, Thai, and many other types of food. There is something for everyone. Shopping in Sydney. Sydney has many places to shop. You can visit big shopping centers or small markets. The Queen Victoria Building is a famous place to shop. It has many stores inside a beautiful old building. Culture in Sydney. Sydney is a city with many cultures. People from all over the world live here. There are festivals and events all year round. You can see art, listen to music, and watch performances. The city is full of life. Weather in Sydney. Sydney has nice weather. The summers are warm and the winters are mild. The best time to visit is in the spring or autumn. The weather is perfect for sightseeing. Visiting Sydney. When you visit Sydney, you can stay in many different places. There are hotels, hostels, and apartments. You can find something for every budget. It is easy to find a place to stay near the harbour or the beach. Sydney's history. Sydney has a long history. It was the first city in Australia. In 1788, the British came to Sydney and made it their first colony. Today, Sydney is a big and modern city. It has grown a lot since those early days. Why visit Sydney? Sydney is a great city to visit because it has something for everyone. You can see famous buildings, relax on the beach, enjoy nature, and learn about history. The people are friendly, and the city is safe. It is a perfect place for a holiday. Simple tips for traveling to Sydney. Language: people in Sydney speak English. Currency: the money used in Sydney is the Australian dollar. Safety: Sydney is a safe city, but always be careful with your belongings. Time: Sydney is 10 hours ahead of GMT. Electricity: Sydney uses a different type of plug, so bring a travel adapter if needed. Conclusion: Sydney, Australia, is a city full of beauty and excitement. Whether you love nature, culture, or adventure, Sydney has it all. It is a great place to visit and explore. So pack your bags and get ready to enjoy the Harbour City.